Hey, it's Friday. It's almost the weekend.
So close.
Here on the Daily Chuckle. My name is Jordan Cooper. I've been joined all week by comedian Patrick Passapew. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's been wonderful. And this past Labor Day weekend was all these holiday weekends are always a big time for, you see cops everywhere.
They're just scouting. They're ready to get you.
Because out in this area, like in New York, people are getting shot and killed. No one really cares about traffic stuff. I mean, I've never gotten a traffic stop in New York. But here it seems like I could go 6 months without ever getting stopped by the cops. Then one, like a Memorial Day weekend or a Labor Day weekend comes up, and there's a cop everywhere, and I get pulled over 5 times.
I've been pulled over a few times, but every time I've been extremely lucky and not gotten a ticket or something weird has happened. Like one time I got pulled over after leaving my cousin's house at 4 in the morning, and I rarely drink, and I didn't drink that night. All I had was water and chocolate milk. And the cop asked me, got me out to give me a DUI test. He goes, "What have you been drinking?" And I was like, "Water and chocolate milk." And he was like, "Oh, you're just being a smart ass now." And then they searched my car, and then another cop pulled up. It was like, "Got any weed in the car?" And I was like, "I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs." And he's like, "Oh, come on, man. Everybody smokes weed." I'm like, "Well, where's your weed?"
Right.
It was awful. And then we got pulled over again in front of Denny's. By the way, that was just, it was very strange, and my fiance had to seriously pee, like it was hurting, and I told the cop, like, "Hey, can I just get to there so she can get out, and then, like, I won't move, trust me, just let," and he let us, and he was like, "Just go home."
just
like,
go home.
Yes, I don't know how that worked, it was amazing.
He pulled your plates up and found out that you were just drinking chocolate milk.
That's what it was.
I thought the thing is, like you said, you drink chocolate milk. They're afraid that you're not of age to even drive.
Yeah.
The way you look, like that's why they probably thought that you were fucking around with them. Who says they're drinking chocolate milk?
I was just being honest. I was always told honesty is the best way to go. So chocolate milk and water is what I had. I guess
Did you just come from a school cafeteria? Yeah. Sloppy Joes?
I just love Chuck E. Cheese. One time I did get extremely lucky. It was like a Labor Day or Memorial Day weekend, one of those, and I was driving home from Clay City, Kentucky, which is out in the middle of nowhere. But I was flying. I mean, there was a row of 7 cars in front of me, and I was like 8, and we were all going like 85. And my buddy next to me, he had to pee really bad, so we pulled off, and he did his thing. Then we got back on the expressway. Every one of those cars was pulled over.
At once?
At once.
Wow.
And we missed it just because my buddy had to take a piss, and I thank you so much, because that would have sucked. It was great, though.
I think I hold the record in southern Indiana for getting pulled over twice in approximately 12 seconds. I mean, seriously.
There's just that strip in southern Indiana on 65 where I don't even know where they are. Where did they hide?
It wasn't there.
It wasn't even there?
In Jeffersonville, on the streets.
That's horrible.
Getting pulled over on East 10th Street because I had a light out. So I got pulled over on East 10th and Allison Lane, if you know where the Meijer is.
Yeah.
So I got pulled over. I stopped there. He gave me a warning thing or whatever. He's like, I go, as long as I fix the light. I turned to go down Allison Lane after giving him the ticket. I didn't even get up to 20 miles an hour. And in Jeffersonville High School there's another cop, and he pulled me over. Literally,
it's about
700 feet. I turned, and then I got pulled over. And I showed him the ticket. I said, "I just got pulled over.
Wait,
I got to check this out." And I had to stand for 10 minutes.
I've been pulled over like 6 times for that, having the brake light out. And then at the same time, my insurance card, I've always had insurance, but it'd be expired right with it. So I'd have to go get the light fixed and prove that I have insurance. It's just such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but at least you did something wrong. At 12 seconds?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I've never been pulled over back to back. That's
12 seconds.
That's awful.
Well, let's take a look at a clip from Mike Armstrong, who was a former cop.
He was.
Talking about getting pulled over by one of his own.
They smart off to me, I'd smart off back. When's out catching real criminals? Well, I'll tell you the truth, lady, I'm not that good at this job. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get disability without actually hurting myself. They always say this too, why didn't you get the car when speeding by me? Well, I couldn't catch him, he was going way too fast. I could have had a wreck and got hurt. Now the cops have tasers, that's cool. Wish they'd have had them when I was on. I'd have tasered everybody. I'd have tasered old women. All you got to do is stand over them and go, "Oh, we thought we lost you." You saved my life. That's what I'm here for, man.
And that was Mike Armstrong. You could see him headlining this weekend at the Improv. He's been on the Bob and Tom Show. Done a lot of cool stuff. Go check him out. ImprovLoville.com. Go get your tickets. Support a show here locally in Louisville. And thank you, Patrick,
Thank you.
for coming on all this week. Where people can check you out at Sexy Joke Time.
SexyJokeTime.com.
Are you even going to explain what that is? And we'll have to come see you perform.
Yeah, it's a funny bit.
Do you have anything coming up?
No. Oh, possibly. You could possibly see me with Mark Maron at the Improv. I'm not sure yet. Still waiting on confirmation.
How about this? Even if you're not going to be there, they should still go
They
check out
should
Mark
definitely go see Mark Maron, regardless.
Go to sexyjoketime.com. You'll find out what that is over there. Go. It's not a porn site.
Promise you.
Right. Or you can also go to Patrick Passafume with an L.
Good luck on the last name.
Right. Exactly. And we'll see you next week on another edition of the LouisvilleComedy.com Daily Chuckle.